Hello and welcome back. Use of English. Competition, your ideal school. Is a school just as you want it to be? Or are there things you and your classmates would change given the opportunity? This is your chance to express your ideas about what the ideal school is like. Our competition is open to every student between the ages of 12 and 18. You can enter as an individual or your whole class can work together team in try. Your in try can take any form, a piece of writing, a picture, or even architectural plans. It is completely up to you. What are you looking for is evidence of originality, imagination, and above all, the genuine views of young people. By taking part in this, you will have a study being carried out at leading university. All work entered in the competition will be kept at the university and used in research. And trials cannot be returned because of this. But it also means that even if you do not win, your views will still be heard and will remain for future educationalists to study. And tries must reach us no later than Friday 30 April winners. Your classmates would change, then would. Your ideas about what the ideal school is like, then what? Is open to every student, then you can enter as an individual, then as. It is completely up to you, then up. It's evidence of originality, then of. Imagination and above all, then all. By taking part in this, then taking. All work entered in the competition, then in. Cannot be returned because of this, then because. Even if you do not win, then if. No later than Friday 30, then. Dictionaries. Dictionaries are among the most important tools of self-education. When Samuel Johnson wrote his influential English dictionary in the 18th century, the work kept him busy for 7 years. At the end of that period, he had written the meanings of over 40,000 words. Most modern dictionaries require a great deal less time and effort to write because writers often use earlier dictionaries for a source of reference. Nowadays, most dictionaries are put together by teams of writers or lexicographers. Sometimes they need to work together in meetings, at other times they work independently of each other on different parts of the dictionary. At one time, the starting point of deciding on which words to include used to be the lexicographer's own knowledge. These days, teams make use of a large collection of examples of not only writing but also everyday speech, which is known as a corpus. Teams also refer to books and articles about language as well as asking experts to say what they think about the way the words are defined and if they find the examples provided helpful or not. When Samuel Johnson wrote, then when that period he had written, then had require a great deal in read dictionaries for a source of info independently of each other in each. At one time, the starting point in at. These days, teams make use of a large in make examples of not only writing but also not. Teams also refer to books into language as well as asking in well. Think about the way the words in way defined and if defined in if. Swimming. Swimming is generally considered to be one of the best ways of exercising the whole body without risk of injury. According to health experts, it can also ease back pain and even reduce blood pressure. There is only one problem. To enjoy all the benefits of swimming, you need to do it properly. If you visited your local swimming pool and just watched, you might be surprised to see how badly many people swim. Poor technique may result from a number of factors including anxiety. The swimmers lack a body awareness, or just a concern about getting their hair wet. What's more, swimming techniques do not always improve with practice. On the contrary, once people have fallen into bad habits, they tend to be stuck with them. But help is at hand for all those keen to learn to swim properly, and so take advantage of all the health benefits. There's how something known as the Shaw method, developed by a former competitive swimmer, Stephen Shaw. Shaw encourages people to think about their swimming technique and to concentrate on things like breathing correctly and making sure that arm and leg movements work together rather than against each other. If you visited, I know, you need to do, you need, if you visited your local swimming, then if, to see how badly many people swim, how the swimmers lack of body awareness, of concern about getting their hair wet, getting was more swimming techniques, more on the contrary, on fallen into bad habits, into, and so take advantage, concentrate on things like breathing correctly, like making sure that arm and leg movement, sure, work together rather. Summer camp. Every year, 8 million children across the United States spend some time at the summer camp. For more than a century, children have enjoyed both learning new skills and taking part in a variety of activities in a friendly environment. There are 10,000 camps across the country which are designed to look after youngsters from the age of 6 to 18. The camps, lasting anything from 1 to 8 weeks, are often situated in beautiful lakeside areas, and there is a wide range of prices to suit every pocket. The children typically do outdoor activities, including some challenging sports like climbing or indoor activities such as drama, music, or poetry. Although The calms are not luxurious. The wooden cabins the young people sleep in are comfortable. The timetable does not allow very much time for relaxing because the children are kept busy all the time. The camps are popular with the children, and many come away full of enthusiasm. In the words of one former camper, I made a lot of friends, was never on my own, and became a lot more self-confident. Children have enjoyed and have new skills and taking part in a variety. Taking across the country, which are designed in which look after youngsters. After there is a wide range of individual activities such. Although the camps are not luxurious, although there's not allowed very much time, much, because the children are kept busy, are come away from full of enthusiasm, full, was never on my own, was, became a lot more self-confident, more. Exercise 1. 1. Mauro says he prefers to do his homework on his own. Rather, converse into Mauro says that he would rather not do his homework with other people. 2. Clara said that she had not seen the missing letter. Having. Converse into Clara denied having seen the missing letter. 3. It took Layla 5 minutes to find her car keys. Spent. Converse into Layla spent 5 minutes looking for her car key. 4. A short meeting of the cast will take place after today's rehearsal. By. Converse into today's rehearsal will be followed by a short meeting of the cast. 5. I'll be happy to show you round the side of my city when you come to visit me. Take. Converse into it will be a pleasure to take you for a sightseeing tour of my city when you come to visit me. 6. Rocio painted fabulous pictures of the rainforest, although he had never traveled outside Europe. Spite. Converse into Rocio painted fabulous pictures of the rainforest, in spite of never having traveled outside Europe. 7. It is thought that 1 in every 5 people cannot control how much they spend. Unable. Converse into 1 in every 5 people is thought to be unable to keep their spending under control. 8. My passport needs renewing because I'm going abroad this summer. Get. Converse into I need to get my passport renewed because I'm going abroad this summer. 9. We didn't stay long at the party because it was very noisy. So, converse into if there had not been so much noise, we might have stayed longer at the party. 10. The number of people applying for university grants fell last year. Fall. Converse into there was a fall in the number of people applying for university grants last year. 11. Meet Conrad's son is becoming quite well known as an artist. Name. Converse into Meet Conrad's son is making a name for himself as an artist. 12. Would you mind helping me carry this heavy box to the car? Grateful. Converse into. This box is really heavy, so I would be very grateful if you could help me to carry it into the car. 13. Excuse me, madam, but is this your bag? The policeman asked. Belong. Converse into. Excuse me, madam, but does this bag belong to you? The policeman asked. 14. By the time we got to the cell, every book had been sold. Single. Converse into. By the time we got to the cell, there wasn't a single book left. 15. Rosa found it very difficult to persuade her boss to give her a pay rise. Great. Converts into. Rosa had great difficulty in persuading her boss to give her a pay rise. Exercise 2. 1. The man claimed that he had been nowhere near the factory at the time of the break-in. 2. Converse into. The man claimed not to have been near the factory all the time of the break-in. 2. It is essential that this door is kept unlocked. Should. Converse into. On no account should this door be locked. 3. It seems unbelievable that this jewelry is almost 1,000 years old when it is so well preserved. Hard. Converse into. This jewelry is in such good condition, it is hard to believe that it is almost 1,000 years ago. 4. When it comes to punctuality, Fiona really takes after her mother. Concerned. Converse into. As far as punctuality is concerned, Fiona really takes after her mother. 5. You have to be very patient to work as a primary school teacher these days. Deal. Converse into. Working as a primary school teacher calls for a great deal of patience these days. 6. He didn't understand exactly what was wrong until he read Julie's letter. Only. Converse into. It was only when he read Julie's letter that he understood exactly what was wrong. 7. None of the other team members supported Terry's idea. Support. Converse into. Terry's idea met with no support from the other members of the team. 8. The region is rich in natural resources. Offer. Converse into. The region has a lot to offer in terms of natural resources. 9. Because of its price, the book may never become a bestseller. Prevent. Converse into. The price of the book may prevent its becoming a bestseller. 10. Sally was all ready to leave the office when her boss asked her to type up a report. Point. Converse into. Sally was on the point of leaving the office when her boss asked her to type up a report. 11. Mac once worked for an international charity organization on a voluntary basis. As converts into Mac used to work as a volunteer with an international charity organization. 12. They planned to repair the bridge this weekend. Scheduled converts into the repair of the bridge has been scheduled to take place this weekend. 13. If you change any of these arrangements, please be sure to let us know. Notify converts into please ensure that you notify us of any change in these arrangements. 14. Most of the problems arose because there was no leadership on the committee. Cost converts into it was the lack of leadership that caused most of the problems on the committee. 15. I didn't realize that she had decided to come to the meeting. Decision converts into I was unaware of her decision to attend the meeting. Exercise 3. 1. I'm going to eat less chocolate this year. Down converts into I'm going to cut down the amount of chocolate I eat this year. 2. We got started on the new project immediately. Time converts into we lost little time getting started on the new project. 3. He is likely to lose his job if he keeps disagreeing with his boss. Danger converts into if he keeps disagreeing with his boss, he is in danger of being dismissed from his job. DISMISSED. 4. Although the children weren't listening, the teacher didn't get angry. Attention converts into although the children weren't paying attention to what she's saying, the teacher didn't get angry. 5. Given that he has no experience, will Glenn be able to do this job? Affect converts into will Glenn's lack of experience affect his ability to do this job? 6. Remember to write or phone, Martha said as she waved goodbye to her friend. Touch converts into don't forget to keep in touch, Martha said as she waved goodbye to her friend. 7. No changes will be made to this project. Ahead converts into this project will go ahead according to plan. 8. He no longer thinks he can find a job before the end of the year. Hope converts into he has given up hope of finding a job before the end of the year. 9. It's difficult to know what my reaction would have been in that situation. How converts into I'm not sure how I would have reacted in that situation. 10. I don't expect the company to make a profit this year, given the economic climate. Surprised converts into given the economic climate, I'll be surprised if the company makes a profit this year. 11. There's no way Lisa will give up her independence to get married. Of Lisa converts into Lisa has no intention of her independence to get married. 12. Simon really ought to make a decision about his future. Mind converts into it's high time Simon made up his mind about his future. 13. Pay claims must be submitted before the end of the month. Put converts into you have to put your pay claims before the end of the month. 14. There are various ways of avoiding insect bites. Prevented converts into insect bites can be prevented in various ways. 15. I think learning to use a typewriter is a waste of time. Point converts into I can't see the point in learning how to use a typewriter. Exercise 4. 1. Your mobile phone should be switched off at all times during the performance. Should converts into under no circumstances. CIRCUMSTANCES. Should you have learned your mobile phone switched on during the performance? 2. If you don't pay on time, your booking will be cancelled. Result converts into failure to pay on time will result in your booking being cancelled. 3. Darius soon recovered after the operation on his knee and was able to rejoin the team. Made converts into after the operation on his knee, Darius made a speedy recovery and was able to rejoin the team. 4. Most of the children ignored what the teacher had told them. Notice converts into few of the children took notice of what the teacher had told them. 5. I didn't realize how short the singer was until I saw him on stage. Made converts into it was only seeing him on stage that made me realize how short the singer was. 6. It's so difficult to create new ideas for the festival every year. Come converts into how difficult it is to come up with new ideas for festival every year. 7. The company has a good reputation in the local area. Highly converts into the company is highly spoken of in the local area. 8. I'm sure Gemma is going to become a famous model one day. Matter converts into I think it's only a matter of time before Gemma becomes a famous model. 9. Everyone will enjoy this exhibition because there are no fewer than 20 dinosaurs on display. Many converts into this exhibition will appeal to everyone because as many as 20 dinosaurs are on display. 10. At the beginning of the program, the panel of experts discussed the media and its importance in education. Discussion converts into the panel of experts started the program with a discussion about the media and its importance in education. 11. Barbara's parents were certain that she would be a great tennis player. Doubt converts into Barbara's parents were in no doubt that she would be a great tennis player. 12. My grandfather had completely forgotten that he phoned me last night. Recollection converts into my grandfather didn't have any recollection of phoning me last night. 13. If Mark hadn't taken up politics, he might have become a famous art historian. Name converts into if Mark hadn't taken up politics, he might have made a name for himself as an art historian. 14. The company is unable to guarantee an allocated car parking space to all employees. Count converts into the company's employees shouldn't count on being allocated a car parking. 15. Dahlia said that she would no longer tolerate her colleagues being rude. Put converts into I'm not willing to put up with rudeness from my colleagues any longer, said Dahlia.